guys, it's Paul from Dads and Dice. We're here for another solo playthrough. Today, we're going to play Viscounts of the West Kingdom. I hope you've watched the other two videos, Architects and Paladins of the West Kingdom. Like we've mentioned before, awesome series. If you haven't tried it out, go ahead and try it out. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this to the table. Alright, so here we are all set up for Viscounts of the West Kingdom. We have the 5 piles here in the center. These are people that we can hire or use their icons and then get some type of benefit from them. We have our manuscripts, which will be using our inkwells to write with. We have our Viscounts here. The one that I actually got Bertha, and she is starting at 10. And then with that, I get a couple resources. I get 10 coin. I get 1 gold, 1 stone, and 1 ink. I also do get 2 corruption, so my corruption is starting here. I have 2 debts and then 1 deed card. And then the AI, they had Judith, but that doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters for them is that they start in spot 2, which is right there. They get a couple resources from when they begin. So they get any resource, which I just gave them a stone. They get 2 deeds. They should be flipped to this way. And then they get 2 debts as well. Now I am playing with the card AI, and their special action is to add one of these future scheme cards into the deck. And then as soon as they have a future scheme card, they can flip either a deed or a debt. More starting for them, we removed 2 cards from their deck. We removed one of the fleur-de-lis and then one of the cleric cards as well. They don't need those in their deck. Here I just have the kind of quick checkup things just to kind of keep me on track as we play. And looks like we're all set up, so let's go ahead and get into Viscounts of the West Kingdom. So I am up first, and with my first move, I get to have 3 cards in my hand. So here I have a thief, I have my squire, and I have my trader. I'm gonna pick one of these. Let's, I should be facing this way. So I think I'm gonna focus on building this game. So I think I'm gonna go with the trader. What's unfortunate is I'm starting off where the gold is, because I really would like some gold. But that would give me, you know what? Let's, that would be 1, 2, 3. That would give me 3. And let's start with the squire. So I'll go there, and that gives me 2 movement. So I will go 1 and then 2 down. Now there's arrows here that kind of tell you which ways you can go, and this tells you how much movement you have, and you have to move that amount. So on this building, now I can use this fleur-de-lis, this one, and then anytime that I build, you can also use a gold to help you with that. So that's 3 of those icons that I've used. And that allows me to place 2 of my meeples into the building. So they will go there and there. So we move. I could have used this person, but it wouldn't have done me any good. I use my main action, and then I can buy this person if I want. And I think I'm going to, because I'm going to build, and also I'm going to focus on these manuscripts, and this one will give me 2 inkwells. So this cost me 3, so I'm going to pay that to the bank. And I will get this card, and I'll get these immediate actions. So when I get this card, I actually get a corruption, so my corruption moves up. And then this one will go here. Now, I know I said in the Architects, I don't necessarily like corruption, and while that's still true, I do think that it's okay to get some early on in this game. So solve any collisions. There was no collisions. I draw up to 3 again, and I'll put that right there. And that is my turn. Let's go ahead and go to the AI. The AI is going to flip one of their cards here. And they got a builder and a fleur-de-lis. Their first move is they're going to get a resource, and their resources are all the same. They can use a resource for any of the movements here. It doesn't matter for which one, so they can use them as wild. So that's their first move. Next, they go 1 movement. Now the AI, they only move on this outside track. They don't go into the inside, but they can perform inside movements. And then they are going to build, and they will build their most expensive thing that they can. So they have 1 build, 2, 3, 4. So they have 4 resources that they can do because these skulls are wild. And this one costs 3, this one costs 5, this one costs 7. So they're going to build this one here, and that costs them 1 resource. And then they get to build on either of these spots. This one would give them a deed card, and then this one would let them discard, but they can't. So instead of discarding, they would flip either a deed or a debt. So they have to go to the leftmost spot, and that's going to go there. And so they get a deed. And then we do the same kind of thing. Solve for any collisions. There was no collisions, and that is their turn. Awesome. Let's go back to me. And now my squire moves down. I drew up to 3 already. There is no, well, let's see. I'm going to add somebody here, and I might add a skull onto there. Well, no, now that I say that, I really should kind of trade. I like this one. I could get some stone. Let's see, that's 1 movement. You can always pay to get more movement. I like this one. That would be 1, 2, 3. I would pay 2 to get there. I really like that move. So I'm gonna go with my lender here. And my Viscount will move up 1. Hold on, nope. They're gonna go here 1. And then they're going to pay 1 to have an extra movement, and they're going to go up here. Now in this space, I can pay 2 of the bags for an inkwell. I have 2, 3, 4, and I can actually use money at this space, or for this action if I wanted to. So I'm going to pay 2 more. I'm kind of tempted to pay even 2 more after that. Why not? So that was 1 extra, 2 extra, 3, 4. So I get 4 total inkwells on that move. That was I like that move. That was a good one. That came out in handy. All right, and then there's nothing. I can buy that person if I want, and I don't want another skull. I don't think that one's really worth anything, at least not for what I'm playing. And then we're going to resolve any collisions. There was no collisions, and I will draw back up to 3. And that's my turn. All right, going to the AI. This moves down. This comes out. They are going to get 1 virtue. They're going to move 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. And then they're going to actually build. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, but they won't use 4 because 5 is the next one up. So they'll use these 3 here so that they don't have to use a resource. And they're going to place 2 of their people into the building, and that will be right here. And so far, they're looking good, and that is the move there. Cool. So I've drawn up to 3. I have my thief, I have a trader, and I have Bertha. Bertha is a builder. I really kind of wish I had some gold to build with. That's kind of unfortunate. The good thing, I do have this thief. I really don't need them though. I have a lot of manuscript inkwells. They only have one movement. Bertha has 3. I think I'm gonna play Bertha. No, not yet. I kind of messed up. I probably should have gone here last time to get some gold, but that's okay. I'm gonna play Bertha. And the squire will move down, the lender will move down, and then Bertha will move in. Bertha has 3 movement, and this is going to be 1, 2, and then 3. Now with Bertha, I'm actually going to, hold on, I wonder if I could have done, nope. Yeah, that was 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, same movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. I kind of wish I could have got there so I could get that. Anyway, so I'll move there for 3. I'm going to use 3 inkwells here. And I'm going to go ahead and buy this one. Now this little symbol here lets me buy any of these people and put them into my hand. So we'll keep that there for now. And you know what? I actually really like this artist since I'm going for building. This diplomat is really good too. Just because I could pay to get an extra one, but this one's 2 symbols if I have a gold. So I'm gonna go for the artist. Now when I hire him, I get this immediate action, which is to discard a card. And that can be from my deck or the top one here. So I'm gonna get rid of the thief for now. No, you know what? We're gonna risk it here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this top card. It was my abbot, it's a manuscript. I kind of need that one, but that's okay. It's just being discarded. All right. And now it is their turn. This moves down, this moves down, this moves out. So they're gonna flip a deed or a debt. So they always flip the one that they have the least flipped amount of. And if it's the same flipped amount, then it's a debt. So their debt will flip first. They're gonna move 2 spaces, 1, 2. And then they're gonna do their cleric. So they have 1, 2 clerics, 3. And that means that they can buy this one here. Okay, they don't have anything else to do. Everything seems to be resolved. And now it is back to me. Oh, I did not draw up to 3 last time. So now my squire will fall off. I have my thief, a trader, and the journeyman. You know what, let's use that journeyman. I can start getting some, maybe I can get some gold somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If only I had more gold. Okay. We can try that next round, at least. So here we'll move 2. So that's going to be 1, 2. And could move here to build that. You know what? I have this action. I might as well just go ahead and do it. Let's see, what else could I do? I have 2 inkwells. I don't have anything else. I was here. No, I was down here. That is not even me. He was here. Okay. because he built that. My bad. Okay, so I have 2 movement. So this is 1, 2. Now, since I'm ending my turn here, the Viscount does get something, and I'm going to have to look that up. So we're going to pause for 1 second. And that something that it gets is a resource of its choice. So it's just going to go ahead and get any because all resources are the same to it. But now that I'm here, I get to perform this action. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to pay 1 extra one. And that gets me 6 bags. And that means I get 3 gold. And then that is my Viscount's turn. I draw up to 3. I can buy that one if I had enough money, but I don't have enough money for it. And then collisions, none, draw up to 3, done. All right, this comes off, this moves down, this moves down. And they get to discard the card that's there, that they're next to, which is this one. And they get the effect, so in this case it's a corruption. And then they get to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they will do the build action. They have 1, 2, 3, which is this one here. And they get to build here at the leftmost space, so this one there. They get to flip a debt or a deed, so they'll flip a deed because they have the least amount of those flipped. And when they flip a deed, they actually get a resource. So that will go there. All right. No collisions, nothing else, so we are good. My 3 cards, I have more trading. I don't need trading anymore. I need buildings. So I'm gonna play with my thief, I think. All right, so the lender is actually going to drop off, and they have this little X icon here. So that X icon lets me flip a deed or a debt. So I'm gonna flip this there and get another one of the golds. This will move down, this will move down, and then let's play the thief. So now since I'm playing the thief, I got a skull, and that makes this come out here, and so we're good there. All right, 1 movement, so that would be here. 1, but I'm going to pay 1 to get an extra movement, so that is 2 there. All right, and then I wish I had that coin. I could have used it, but that's okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to use this instead, so that gives me 5, and that way I can keep a gold. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I get to put 3 people on that bottom row at that point. So this is kind of where the building is cool. If you have more than 3, you have to do some things. So one of them will go up, one of them will move over, and then the other one will move over here. Now when this one moved up, I got to get one of these actions, so I'm actually going to get the gold action that's there. And then I check again, and we're good. Draw up to 3. I can't buy this person, I wish I could. No collisions, and draw up to 3. All right, this one falls off. This moves down, this moves down, this comes up. Now they have a corruption, so that goes over there. They get to add a future schemes card, and when they add a future schemes card, they get a virtue. They do 1 movement, and then they perform their action, which is add another future scheme, which they get another virtue. And then they get to flip either a deed or a debt, so they'll flip this deed, and then again they'll get a random resource over here. That was a good move for them. Alright, so now it's my turn. I think I'm going to, well, let's see, I have 3 cards here. The laborer, the financer, and the trader. None of those really appeal to me that much. But I need 1 movement. I guess I can do this. Let's see, could I do it with 3 movement? 1, 2, 3. I could. So Bertha drops off. You know what, I never did Bertha's immediate action here. That should have been a, this will go there, this will go there, and then I'm gonna play the financer. And immediately I get to discard a card, either one from my hand. Doesn't really matter at this point because I'm gonna be reshuffling them anyway. But you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that just in case. And then I get 2 coin. And so that's 3 movements. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna go ahead and buy this manuscript here with my skull and these 2. That gives me this one, and that gives me 4 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty then. I draw up to 3, which I can't, so I have to reshuffle. Now, since I have a skull on here, that gives me a collision. Now, the good thing is I've already passed that spot, so next time this will get resolved. And then over here, if they have a skull, they get a corruption, so their collision will be resolved next round. Let's go ahead and shuffle these cards here. And I'll draw up to 3. And then I'll get my turn started again. Or I'm sorry, I'll get the AI's turn started. Let's just give it one more good go here. Alright, that's there. I'll draw up to 3. Man, I'm getting a lot of trading here, and that's not really what I want, but that's okay. My turn's done. Let's go here. This drops off. This moves down. This moves down. This comes up. They get 2 corruption, so that's 1, 2. And they're there now. They get to move down, so they get a deed. I'm sorry, a debt. They get 4 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they get to do their action, which is flipping a deed or a debt. So they'll flip this deed. They'll also add this in here, which gives them a virtue. And that is their movement. They flipped a deed, so they get a resource as well. Now they have this collision, so they're going to get a debt and a resource. And then if I have no skulls, which I do, I would have got virtue, but I don't get it. Okay. Now it is, they will reshuffle, and they are going to get some corruption. So now they get 1 corruption because of that. Okay, my turn. So I have my 3. This is gonna fall off, and when it falls off, I get a virtue, and I get to hire somebody for free. And I'm gonna hire this diplomat. Yeah, I'm gonna hire the diplomat. These move down. Yep. And then I'm gonna put the abbot in. Maybe not the habit yet. Let's do some building. I'm gonna go here for 1. And I'm gonna go 1, 2. I'm gonna pay a coin for that. And this gives me 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4. 4. You know what? Let's pay 2 more. Get 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I can place a lot of people if I do that. When this falls off, I get to flip a debt. So that is my turn there. Do I want to buy the person that I'm next to? No, I do not want to. Okay, I will draw up to 3. Oh, well, that will come out in a second. But I have to resolve this. I get a debt, and I get 2 coins. And then if they have no skulls, which they do, they would have got that. They don't. All right, so now it's their turn. This falls off. This goes here. This goes here. This comes out. They get to flip a deed or a debt. They're flipping a debt. They get a resource. They move twice. They're going to do a manuscript, and they have, for this manuscript here, so it costs 3 and they have 3. They actually only need to pay 2 because they have, actually I don't need to pay anything because they have all of the symbols needed. So that will go there for them. Okay, now, nothing happened there. Good, my turn. This falls off. I get a debt and a coin. This moves down, this moves down. I'm gonna play my squire. I get 2 movement, and that goes 1, 2, 2. I'm gonna go here for 3, pay a coin. When I'm here, I get to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna pay all those resources, and I'm gonna go ahead and place my 4 people. 3, 4. And this is gonna be a fun little event here. So 1 moves up. I'm gonna get a inkwell. 1 moves over. 1 moves over. Now, if there's ever more than 3, we have to kick somebody out, but there's not 3 yet, so. Now, there's 3 here. 1 moves up. I'm gonna get gold. Nope, I'm not gonna get a gold. I'm gonna move this one over. And nope, 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 nope. I am gonna get gold. That one moved up, this one moves over, this one moves over. Now there's 3 here. This moves up. I'm getting a ink. 1 moves over, 1 moves over. Now there are more than 3 people here. I'm gonna kick his off, and for kicking somebody off, they get 2 gold. But since they don't get gold, they get any resource that they want. So I'll give them this here. Okay, my turn. This falls off. The Swindler. Let's play my Abbot. And then nothing happens. I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3. Are there any more 3s? That's 2 movement. This is 1, 2, perfect. And 1, 2, 3, pay that. I get this one. And that's interesting. I get 1 corruption and 1 virtue. I have nothing. I could buy. Nope, I don't want the pickpocket. And then there's no collision. Bring my hand up to 3. And that's my move there. Awesome. The AI's turn. This one falls off. This moves down. This moves down. This comes out. They get a deed. They move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They build on the castle, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have enough to do all of their people on the castle. And it's going to be a good one. So they get 4 people here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing as before. This moves up here. 1 moves up here, and they get this first icon, which for them is to discard the person next to them, which is this, and they would get to reshuffle their deck. So we'll reshuffle this and put them back in there. Okay, and then there's 3, so 1 moves over, 1 moves over. There's 3 here, so that's fine. There's 4 here, which is not fine, so he's gonna kick one of mine off. And for getting one kicked off, I get 2 coins. So I get a little consolidation prize. Also, I did get the first 3 blue ones, so now I have 2 permanent trade actions. All right, my turn now. So I have my 3. I could, let's see. This one falls off, and when it falls off, I get to flip a deed or a debt. So I'm gonna flip this debt. I'm gonna give myself a gold. This moves down, this moves down. And we're gonna play Bertha again. And then, so that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of wish I had 1 more, but that's okay. 3 will do. Gives me 3 movement. 1, 2. I don't like that. What if I did 1, 2, 3, 4? Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I gotta pay 1 for that extra movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can only do 3, so I'll pay 1 of these. And 3 allows me to put 2 of my meeples into the castle. I have 3 of the same color, so 1 moves up. That gives me 2 virtue. 1 moves over, 1 moves over. And then we check, and we are good. Okay. I draw up to 3. There's no collisions. Do I want to buy the person? No, I don't need the jeweler. I would like the tinker, but I'm not there yet. There's the artist. That's the one that I need. Ooh, that's going to be a good one next round. All right. This drops off. This drops down. This comes down. This comes out. There is a corruption on there, so they get 1 corruption. They get to add a scheme, and when they add a scheme, they get a virtue, and then they move 1, and they do their action, which is adding a scheme, which is gaining them a virtue, and then they're flipping a deed or a debt, so they have 3. They're going to flip this, and it's going to give them a resource. That's a good one for them. They're doing real well on that. All right, so that is their turn. My squire falls off. This moves down. This moves down. I'm going to play my artist. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder if there's a way that I could get more gold to do that next one. 1, 2, 3. I have 1, 2, 3, and I could pay. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna move 3. 1, 2, 3. I have 2 permanent ones. 2, 3. And then I'm gonna pay 4. And so that gets me 2 of these golds. Nice. I could buy that person. You know what? I am gonna buy the tinker. I like that. I'm gonna pay 2 there. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna get its immediate action, which is a virtue. I really need to start thinning my deck also. So I get a virtue there. No collisions. Draw up to 3. The laborer, like him. I need to get rid of him. I'm not doing any building. All right, this moves down, this goes down, this comes over. They get a virtue, they get 3 movement, 1, 2, 3. They're gonna build on the castle, and they have 1, 2, 3. So that gives them 2 people, and they get to build here, and that does nothing for no one. So that's their turn. My turn, I draw up to 3, which I did. This falls down. This goes down, this goes down. I could do 1, 2, 3, so that would be 6, 7, 8. That's exactly what I need. I'm gonna do the swindler. That gives me a corruption. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So that would be 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get another big move here. So that's 4 people again. And these 4 are gonna go here. 1, 2, 3. I can't fit it, so he's just gonna be the one that moves up. 4. He gets to flip a deed or a debt. And we're gonna flip. Let's flip the debt. Let's give myself a main use script. Let's give myself a gold. This one moves over. This one moves over. Now we see what happens. 3, 3. There's still 3 of mine there. So this one moves up. You know what? I'll actually flip this one now. No. I'm gonna flip this and give myself another gold. So I did that. This moves over. This moves over. We'll resolve this one first. This one moves up. I'm gonna give myself another gold. This one moves up. I can hire any worker or discard a card. I'm gonna destroy a card. I'm gonna destroy my laborer, and that's actually gonna give me 2 gold. So that moved there, which means now this one moves over, and this one moves over. And now we're here, this one moves up, and on the second row they don't move over. You just kind of stay there. So moving up, I get a resource of any kind. I get that one there, and I get to take the castle 5 victory points for now. So that will stay there. That was a real good move. That was a long one. Okay. Collisions. I have a collision. So with my collision, I get a deed and a coin. And if they have 1 or more skulls, which they do, they get that, which now they have a collision, and they'll have to sort that out on their turn. Okay, so we're good there. I drop to 3, I don't have 3, so I shuffle. And I have a corruption from shuffling. turn. Oh, and I get 1 extra movement with this card. So that's nice. Don't have to pay my coins anymore. So 1 more for good measure here. Alright, drop to 3. 1, 2, 3. Start doing some trading actions too. Just to get a couple more resources. Maybe some buildings. That might be nice. I'm doing real good here. Okay, so this falls off. This moves over, this moves over, this comes out. They get to use this person, they get to discard it, so that gives them a corruption. They get to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they get to build. So they have no resources, they have 2. So they actually can't build anything. So that's real nice for me. So since they can't build, they are going to flip a deed or a debt. This gets flipped. Now they do have a resource. But they can't use it until next time. Alright, my turn. Let's go back here. This falls off. This goes here. This goes here. This, nope. I will... You know, I can start... No, I need some manuscripts. Especially because I'm going to get some here. So, that's 2 movement. 1, 2. And it could be 3, but it doesn't matter. That's this. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh well, we got to use them all. And that's 4 more people. So let's see if we can fit them. 1. You know what? I am going to use that extra movement because I like these resources better. Although I will get that eventually anyway. 1, 2, 3. And then my 4th one is going to just move up. I can't fit it. So when it moves up, I get an inkwell. This one moves over. This one moves over. Okay. And we resolve all of our here ones first. This one moves up. I get a... This one... Yep, let's get a gold. This one moves over. This one moves over. Okay. 1 moves up. This one moves over. This one moves over. 1 moves up. I did not get my inkwell on that one. 2 virtue, 1, 2. This one moves over. This one moves over. Okay, now this one moves up. Let's get an inkwell. This one moves up. Let's get an inkwell. This one moves up again. Let's get another inkwell. And we are good. I'm going to stand these up just a little difficult here. Little difficulty. Okay. Yeah, that was a lot of movements. Pretty sure I did that right. If I didn't, let me know in the comments. Okay, so then I can buy that person. It's getting kind of late in the game, I think. Maybe not. We need to start getting more debts and deeds. Okay. I'm not gonna buy... Yeah, I'm gonna buy him. And that gives me a virtue. Yeah, that's it for now. Draw up to 3. And then it's the AI's turn. 2, 3. This moves over. they're gonna do this should have been. No, that was. Oh man, did I take care of that? I don't think I did. I didn't take care of that last time, so we're gonna do that movement for them. Did I have a skull on mine? I did not. So I would have had a virtue also. Sorry, I kind of messed that up. Well, if anything, it helped the AI out more on that one. So now this moves over, they get to discard one, they'll discard this one, and they get to have this action, which gives them a virtue. They move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they get to go to the manuscripts. So they're gonna go for this one, which is 6. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. They cannot afford the 6 manuscript. So then they're gonna try to go onto the castle, and they have 1, 2, 3, so they can do that. And they're gonna put 2 people into the castle. These 2 go down here. 1 is gonna move up. It's gonna be 1 virtue, or 2 virtue, sorry. Yep, 2 virtue. And then this comes over here. This comes over here. And then one of them goes up here. They're gonna get a rock, but it doesn't matter because all theirs are worth the same anyway. And then 3, 3, 3, all of them have 3. So we're good there. Nothing else is going on there. Let's see, they did not do that. They haven't flipped a deed, no corruption. I'm sorry, no collisions. We are good. My turn. This is going to drop off. This will move down. This will move down. I can have 3. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go to the squire here. Or, yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go to squire for now. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have to have 2 movement. I like this. 1, 2. And it's going to cost me 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that lets me buy this one, which is a victory point for every flipped deed. Which doesn't let me flip it, it's just a victory point for every flipped deed. So I'll have to start flipping some deeds. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll keep that one there. Draw up to 3. No collisions. No collisions. Let's go ahead and go to the AI. This. They're gonna get 2. They're gonna move 2, 1, 2. Then they're gonna try to build. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one is 5, I believe. Yep. So that gives them a permanent wild action. And this one's gonna go there, which lets them flip a deed or a virtue. We're gonna flip this deed. That gives them an extra resource. And that is their move. No corruption. Good there. All right, my turn. This guy falls off. I get 2 inkwells. The abbot moves down, the squire moves down. And then we're gonna play the diplomat. He has 1 motion. 2 if I want it. I wish there was some more black ones out there. There's a lot of yellows. Let's go here. So that's just 1 movement. 2, because that's 1. I'm gonna get this, and that gives me a immediate resource of my choice, and I'll take that one. Okay, and I believe that is it for me there. No collisions. Do I want to buy the person that I'm next to? I do not want to. And that's my turn, so let's draw up to 3. The Tinker, look at that, that's going to be a solid next move. And then we're going to the AI. They're going to get a resource, they're going to move once, they're going to try to build a building. They have 2, 3, 4, so they're going to build this last 3. It's going to go there, they get a resource. And they get every time they flip a debt, now they also get a virtue. Okay, good. Oh, we need to reshuffle. And they have no skulls, so nothing happens there. And then for my turn, the abbot is gonna fall off. And then I'm actually gonna play the Tinker. Yeah, I've got a real good move here. Okay. So my abbot falls off, this moves down, this moves down. I'm gonna play my Tinker, and that gives me 2 movement, 3 if I want. Doesn't really matter. Let's go 1, 2. Let's just do 2 because I want some more ink. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 3 people. Well, that doesn't help me because I only have 2 people. So let's take this back because I only need 3. And that lets me play these 2 people. And this is my last time on the castle, I guess. So 1 moves up, 1 moves over, 1 moves over. Oops. I'm gonna get an ink here. And then 1 moves up, and I'm gonna get another ink here. Okay. I believe that is it for my turns there. Okay. Do I want to buy this person next to me? I don't, because I don't really need that anymore. So I'm gonna skip that, go up to 3. Their turn, this falls off, this moves down, this moves down, this comes out. They're gonna get a deed. They're gonna move 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're gonna build on the cathedral, on the castle with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 3 of their people. And the 3 people are gonna go here. So 1 moves up. They get to flip a debt or a deed, which will be this one. And they get a resource. 1 moves over. 1 moves over. 1 moves up. 1 moves over. 1 moves over. They get to discard the person next to them. Was that one, and they get the virtue. And then we figure out how many people are there. There's 3, 3, 3, 3. This one has 4. He's gonna kick one of my people out. And that actually gives me 2 coin and 1 of my people back. So I'm okay with that. All right, so now that was their turn. Nothing there. They did get a nope, that doesn't matter. We're good. All right, my squire falls off. This one moves down, this one moves down. Let's do some trading. Nope. Let's do some manuscripting. This is gonna move up. And yeah, so I have 1 movement, 2 if I want. let's go 1. Then I'm going to build with 4, or I have 4. I get this one. And immediately I get to move this over, and I get to trash a card. Let's trash my journeyman. I don't really, you know what? No, let's trash this one. What's this one? The wonder. That's fine. And I get 1 coin. Should have trashed my journeyman. Would have been more coins, but that's okay. All right, I draw up to 3. Oh, I solve my collisions. I get 2 deeds. And then I also get the coin. And then if they have any skulls, which they don't, they would have got a corruption, but they don't. So then this resolves itself. I draw to 3, we're good. Yeah. This falls off, this moves over, this moves over. Oops, this one was here. This comes out, it's a skull, corruption. They get a debt. They move 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. They perform their action, which is flipping a deed or a debt. They flip this one. They get a resource. And that's their movement. Good stuff. All right, my turn. This one falls down, falls off. This moves over, this moves over. And we're going to... I mean, really, it doesn't matter too much for right now. I want to move. Let's see. I need 2 movement. So I'm going to go 1, 2. And I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 4 inkwells that I can get. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now it is the, let's see, nothing. Do I want to hire that person next to me? I don't. I drop to 3. I can't. I have a corruption. This moves up. They have a corruption. I believe theirs moves up too. Don't know if I've been doing that the whole game, but I think that's the rules. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so this shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay, draw up to 3. Ooh, look at that, the artist again. That doesn't really do me any good now, though. All right, this moves over, this moves over, this moves over, this comes out. Discard the person next to them. They get this. Okay. And they move 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they get to build. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 5, which is this one. And they get to build right here, which is discarding another person, which is this one. And then for this action, they get a virtue, so they have all the virtues there. Okay, this, so we need to resolve that. They get 3. 1, 2, 3. Looks like there's only 3 left here. I have a skull, so I get a debt. And then that's it. Okay, my turn. Tinker falls off, I get an inkwell. And then I'm gonna play my play the artist. Don't really need to, but no. Is it worth 3 movement? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that one's worth 3 movement. Okay. So that is. I'll play 3. 1, 2, 3. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that gets me this one, which lets me place 2 people. Now, unfortunately, I don't have 2 people. That's okay. I have 1, and pretty sure I get to place it anywhere that I want. So I'll place it here, and that moves up. This moves over. This moves over. And then what is this one again? It's a gold. Yeah, gold does me no good. So I can move a person over. Let's move this one over. This one goes up, gets me a resource. Let's get some buildings. This moves up here. And then it's gonna move up again. Let's get another building. This movement actually was flipping a debt or a deed. So let's do let's do this debt. I'll get a building. Okay. Man, I have a ton of people in there. That's a mess. Okay. No collisions, no collisions. Do I want to buy the person next to me? I don't want to drop to 3. And that's my turn. This falls off, this moves over, this moves over. They get 2 corruption. They flip a debt. They get a virtue for this. They move 2, 1, 2. Then they do their action, which is flipping a deed or a debt. So they'll flip this deed. They get a wild. And they also add a future scheme, which gives them a virtue. Okay. My turn again. My thief falls off. I get a debt. This moves over. This moves over. I get a coin also. And let's go. Let's go here. Yeah, I'll get that immediately. Then I have 3 movement, which will go 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna build a building for 3. Let's see which one gives me. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. This one I can. Let's do this one. I get to build it here, and that gives me a virtue because of that. And it also lets me discard a card. So I'm just going to discard this top one because it's my squire. And I get 2 coin for that squire. Okay, draw up to 3. No collisions, we are good. This moves off, this comes down, this comes down. We have this here, it's another skull. They get 3, 1, 2, sorry, they get 2. They get to discard, nope, they get to add a future scheme, which gives them a provision. I'm sorry, that gives them a virtue. They get to move 1, and then they do their action, which is adding a future scheme, which gives them another virtue. And lets them flip a deed or a debt. They don't have any debts, so they're flipping that deed. And that is their movement. Okay, so now they do have a collision. They're going to get a deed and a wild. I have no skulls, so I get nothing. All right, I think we're coming close to the end of the game here. Okay, so this falls off. This gives me a victory. I get to hire somebody for free. You know, I'm gonna get this one for free. Let's just get this one there. And I get a corruption from it. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted a virtue. I'm gonna get this one and get a virtue from it. And this goes down, this goes down. And then I will play my swindler. Then I get a corruption. Okay. I have 3 movement. You know, I did not pay my building before. 3 movement. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. I'm gonna hire that person. Cost me 2. And yeah, I'm gonna hire them. It costs me 2. It gives me a virtue, and then I'm gonna use their bag. So that gives me 2. So that gives me 1 inkwell. And I hired them, so they're gone. Now, with that being said, I can buy that person if I want, which I do want. So I'll buy them, and buying them gives me another virtue. So now I have 1 coin, I get 3, 1, 2, and then I do get another 1, 3. And that comes over here. And that triggers the end of the game. I draw out, I do my collisions. If they have a skull, they get a corruption. That goes here, this goes there. And I think we're good for now. Draw up to 3. And now it's the AI's turn. With their last move, they're gonna move everything over. This goes here. They're gonna get 2 virtue, 1, 2. They're gonna move 1. They're gonna get a, well, nothing yet. They're gonna build a manuscript, so they have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can buy that one for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we resolve their collisions. So now their collisions, they have this 2 deeds. I get a corruption, which doesn't matter. And that is game. That should be Viscounts of the West Kingdom. Alright, so I have a fancy scoring sheet here just because I'm using my phone for something else, so we're gonna just go ahead and go through here. So Paul and the AI. So first we'll deal with buildings. Paul has 1 building, so he has 2 points. The AI has 9, has 18, so they have 18 buildings. People in the castle, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So plus 4, that's at 22 right now. 22, 25, 28, 31, 34, 37, 40, 43. They have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. For sets, actually, sorry, these are these ones. So I have, sorry, no, these are sets. So for sets, I forget how to score those. Where is it? Here we go. If you have one, 2, 3, so that's 9. I have 1, 2, that's 4, and then I have 1, 2, that's 4 again. So that's how I'm scoring that there. That's a set of 3, that's a set of 2, that's a set of 2, so that's 8 there, plus 9, that's 17. And they have a set of 3, so that is 9. Now for cards, I have this one, which is worth 3. They don't have one. And then for victory at the end, this was for every 2 people in the castle. I had all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I had all 20 in there, so that was 10 points. They had 0 points on the manuscripts, so then we take off for the debts. And I have -2, and they paid off all of their debts, so -2 for me. They get 0. And then for the deed cards, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I didn't flip any of them over, so I didn't get anything for that. And then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 3, that's 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And then finally, prosperity and debt. So we're scoring the prosperity one, which looks at the debt card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's all the flipped debt cards. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they beat me on that. So they get 12 points, and I get 4 points. So let's do some quick math here. 2 plus 43 is 45. Plus 17, let's see, 45 plus 17, 12, 5, 62. 62 plus 3 is 65, plus 10 is 75, minus 2 is 73, plus 7 is 80. Let me go back. 62 plus 3, 65, plus 10, 75, minus 2, 73, plus 7, 80, plus 4, 84 for me. And the AI gets 18 plus 17, which is 1535, plus 9, which is 35 plus 9 is 44. 0, 0, 0 plus 25 is 79. Nope, 44 plus 25 is 69. Plus 12 is 373. 83. 83. 69 plus 12. 81. Wow, pretty terrible at math here. 9 plus 2, 11, 7, 8, 81. So we've got 84 to 81 is the final score on Viscounts of the West Kingdom, with Paul and Bertha beating the card AI. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And that was Viscounts of the West Kingdom. I hope you enjoyed that playthrough. Like always, if you saw anything that I did wrong, or if you caught anything that I just forgot to do, anything like that, please let me know in the comments. Any feedback is good feedback, and anything is going to help us improve on these videos. We hope that you're enjoying the content. If you do like what we're doing, please subscribe, comment, share, like, do all of those things to help our channel grow so that we can keep on doing what we're enjoying doing, which is providing videos for you guys. All that being said, hope you have a good rest of your day. That's it for me. See y'all later.